Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is April 27, 2024, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Let me go ahead and resize this, maximize this, and on this quarter chart. On this quarter chart, it's looking pretty good again for the bulls. The bulls came back. We got to get like we're going to get back above this R1 on these yearly pivots. That would be a nice thing, and let me know that these bears really it was just a little pullback. That's all it was. You got to sell off. You got to take a little profit at times. Create that new low for the quarter, and let's get in and let's get long. And let's see if we can make some new highs. Let's just see what's going to happen there. But again, I see it right here. We have pulled back quite a bit, and the thing is, can we get it by the end of the month, get back above this R1 level here on this yearly pivot? These are yearly SVE pivots that I'm looking at here. Let's go down here to this monthly chart and see what we see there. On the monthly chart, as we said at one time, we still almost got a bearish engulfing there, because again, this body does look like it's lower than that body, and this part of the body is higher than that part of the body. So that's a bearish engulfing at a top in the right location, but we have to get some follow through on that. Otherwise, it's just a little pullback like what we had down here. I don't think we're going to get this here happening, but we kind of have to wait and see, because right now on the quarterly pivots we are above pivot, so I kind of expect the market to stay above pivot. And if we were further off, maybe we would get a little bit more of a pullback, but we're more like this back here, where it did come down and kiss pivot and bounce. We kind of like went below pivot and bounce. So again, I am looking for us to be actually making new highs here come next month. It's not going to be no May and go away, So we technical traders, we just watch our charts. We don't go with any of those old time sayings and all that kind of stuff that actually happens. It'll be kind of nice. You can go back and study and see what actually happens in May. If the market actually drops or what it does in May, wouldn't be a bad idea. But I just watched the charts. All right, that's it on the monthly chart. Let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On the weekly chart, this is what I like here. This is a bullish harami that actually happening on a weekly chart in the right location after a nice pullback. We didn't make a lower low. We actually got a higher low, but we don't have that higher high. We got this inside candle. That's what you call a bullish harami. And the thing is now to see if we're going to get a follow through. We are below pivot, so we might only come up to about this point come next week, this short week that we're coming up next week to finish off the month. But then coming after that, look like we will be above pivot, and we look like it come in May, we might be making new highs. Just my opinion, just what I'm kind of want to wait and see what actually happens, but that's what the charts are kind of like. My chart bars are telling me at this time. But that's all I really see here on this weekly chart. I do see a bullish pattern happening. Let's just see if we can get a follow through on that. All right, go down here to this daily noise, and see what happened here. This is really pretty nice, because again, I remember on Monday, I was telling my guy, that other guy that I trade with, we kind of like do more chart analysis and indicator testing than anything else and all. But we were both thinking this might have been the low, and I was thinking this might have been the low. And this market is getting ready to turn back around, and we did gap up the next day, that pro gap off of a bottom, but then we got that red day, and it pulled back and came back. Had to pick up those orders from this gap that it had created down here, so it kind of came back there and closed that gap and gapped up again. So again, next week, I do kind of expect us to be opening above pivot, but we can come back down here again and close a little bit below pivot, then take off. So we got to kind of like see how this next week is going to actually go, and just kind of like wait and see, and hope we're not just getting this was a leg down, then just a pullback, then another pullback down. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Again, let's just wait and see what actually happens. Trade accordingly to your plans and your strategies, and trade safe. I hope you guys had a great week last week. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Talk to you later. Bye.